Imagine living in a world where food is never guaranteed, a reality completely devoid of supermarkets, refrigerators, or farms. Ancient humans navigated an endless landscape of wild animals and profound uncertainty where starvation was a constant threat, yet they proved to be far more resilient than we are today. Unlike our modern routine of 3 structured meals, they often went days without food, surviving because their bodies were masterfully built for adaptation. When food was scarce, their metabolism would slow down to conserve strength, making every movement a calculated choice because wasting energy could mean death. Conversely, when food was plentiful, they ate as much as possible, storing the extra energy as fat. Their bodies essentially functioned like a battery, charging up during times of abundance to keep them alive through the inevitable periods of scarcity. However, survival was as much a mental battle as a physical one. Prolonged hunger weakens focus and slows decision-making, which could be fatal in the wild. Thus, ancient humans had to train themselves to stay calm and think clearly even under extreme physical pressure. To tilt the odds of survival in their favor, they became ultimate observers of nature, studying animal migration patterns and learning which plants were safe or deadly. This critical knowledge was passed down through generations as an early form of education. Hunting also demanded immense patience and discipline, often requiring them to track and watch prey for hours or days before acting. Yet, there were times when all strategies failed, and in those desperate races against time, the human body would resort to its last option, breaking down its own reserves, first fat and then muscle, just to stay alive a little longer. Of course, not everyone survived this harsh, unforgiving existence. This natural selection meant that only those who adapted could pass on their strength, intelligence, and instincts, slowly shaping the human species over thousands of years. As time went on, humans began to gain control over their environment by upgrading simple stone tools into sharper, more efficient weapons. The discovery of fire changed everything, making food easier to digest, safer to eat, and more energy efficient, while also providing warmth and protection. Eventually, the ultimate turning point arrived with the advent of farming, allowing humans to grow food, plan for the future, and finally reduce the agonizing uncertainty of the wild. Even though we no longer face these daily struggles, the instinct to survive hunger remains deeply hardwired into our biology today, influencing how our bodies store fat and conserve energy. The next time we complain about a delayed meal, it serves as a powerful reminder of our ancestors, who faced the ultimate unknown every day and survived simply because giving up was never an option. But there is an even deeper layer to this story, one that goes beyond biology and survival instincts. Ancient humans did not just react to hunger, they learned to anticipate it. Over time, they began to recognize patterns in nature, understanding that certain seasons brought abundance, while others brought scarcity. This awareness allowed them to prepare mentally and physically for the difficult times ahead. They would travel to areas known for food availability, memorize landscapes, and develop an early sense of geographical intelligence that improved their chances of survival. Social structure also played a crucial role in their ability to endure long periods without food. Living in groups meant responsibilities could be divided. Some would hunt, others would gather, and some would watch for danger. This division of roles increased efficiency and reduced individual risk. More importantly, it created a system of mutual support where the success of one could benefit all. Food sharing became not just an act of kindness, but a necessary survival strategy that strengthened bonds and improved group stability. Another overlooked factor was their tolerance to discomfort. Modern humans are highly sensitive to hunger, but ancient humans were conditioned to endure it. Hunger was not seen as an emergency, it was a normal part of life. This psychological acceptance reduced panic and allowed them to function even under extreme deprivation. Instead of reacting emotionally, they responded strategically, conserving energy and waiting for opportunities. Their environment, although harsh, also shaped their intelligence. Every sound, movement, and change in weather carried information. A distant animal call could signal food or danger. A shift in wind direction could reveal the presence of prey. Over time, ancient humans developed a heightened awareness of their surroundings, turning nature itself into a guide for survival. Even failure became a teacher. Every unsuccessful hunt, every mistake in identifying plants, and every dangerous encounter added to their collective knowledge. Unlike today, where mistakes can often be corrected easily, their errors carried real consequences. This made learning faster, sharper, and deeply ingrained. Gradually, these survival strategies accumulated into something greater: innovation. The need to survive pushed humans to think creatively, leading to the invention of better tools, improved hunting techniques, and more efficient ways of gathering food. This constant problem-solving ability became one of the defining traits of humanity. And while farming eventually reduced the uncertainty of food, it did not eliminate the survival mindset. That ancient programming still exists within us. Our cravings, our ability to store fat, and even our reactions to hunger are all echoes of a time when survival was never guaranteed. In a way, every meal we eat today is the result of thousands of years of struggle, adaptation, and resilience. It is a silent reminder of a past where survival depended not on convenience, but on strength, intelligence, and the refusal to give up. So while the modern world has changed dramatically, the story of ancient survival still lives within us, quietly influencing our bodies, our behaviors, and our instincts, reminding us that we are the descendants of those who endured the impossible and survived against all odds.